Remanon asks, when I talked to a recruiter recently, he mentioned that after MEPS, there will be at least a 6 month wait for any job that isn't super high demand. Does it sound right? It does sound right. Um, so one thing a lot of people fail to realize is that you're not waiting for a date to go to basic training. You're waiting for a date to start tech school. And in a way, you're waiting for both, if that makes sense, because the two have to align more or less. They can't just have, thousands of people at a tech school on AFI, which AFI is simply just you're in the bathrooms cleaning and sweeping and mopping and shoveling snow, depending on where you're at. They can't just have thousands of people doing that. It needs to be somewhat efficient because, first of all, they're paying you. Um, so we can't just be hiring people and there's nowhere to put them. So you're not only waiting for a date for basic training, which those logistics have to line up. Obviously, with COVID being an obstacle, there has to be things in place. There has to be order because obviously you're not only getting paid, but you're property of the government. You're an asset. You're an asset. So your safety matters. Your whereabouts matters. The fact that you need to be fed, you need to be housed properly. All these things have to align. So you're not just waiting for, basic training day. You're waiting for class date as well. So once all those line up, because of course you have thousands of people that I want this job and I want this job and I'll wait for this job. And then you have these jobs that no one wants. Well, it's the military. And a lot of people forget it's the military. These jobs need to be filled. It's volunteer. This is not a trade school. This is not college. So you're coming in to get a job. Cool. Since you volunteered, we need you over here. I don't want to go over there. Why did you volunteer? Why'd you volunteer? A lot of people forget about that volunteer aspect of the military, that this is not a draft and this is not a high demand. We need you. No, we would like you to be here. And if you volunteer, we're going to put you where we need you. Well, go back and watch my video about the 3 variables that control the job you get in the military. Jobs you qualify for, the jobs you want from the jobs you qualify for, and the needs of the Air Force. Needs of the Air Force. So keep that in mind. That's not a lie, and it's imperative that you don't automatically assume that your recruiter's lying to you. It's imperative that you listen. You did well by asking a question. You did well. You did well by asking a question, but don't always start from the premise everyone is lying to me. Everyone's trying to deceive me. Some people are trying to tell you the truth up front. Some people are just being honest with you. Some people are just telling you, and they don't care whether or not you believe them. They're just telling you this is what it is. If you want this job, you got to wait the 6 months. You got to do this. You got to do this. It is what it is. But yeah, keep asking questions. Keep asking questions. Be patient. Be patient. 6 months of waiting might get you the job you want. Versus, I'll take the high demand job right now. You might not have a choice. A lot of variables at play, but play the game. Play the game.